the chapters so that I can have a look at them and then we'll go over it. Everything is easy. You're all so capable. It's actually insane. Very, very easy stuff. Please write down 5E completing the square.
Miss, is completing the square link with non-monic? Does he use a part of non-monic?
No, it's not a part of non-monic. It's actually the opposite of perfect square. Well, it's kind of like the opposite of perfect square. Like monic is technically perfect square, but completing the square is also a variation of the same thing. Like you know how difference of two squares. You know a squared minus b squared is equal to
C squared.
A plus
A
minus B squared.
A plus B, A minus B.
Yeah, that.
a plus b a.
Minus
Do
B.
you see how you can take them both opposite? Yeah. Non-monic is its own thing. Quadratic formula. Do you guys know the quadratic formula? We learned this last year. You would have learned it. It's like the b x is equal to b squared minus blah 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 whatever. Yeah.
The square root 2ab.
Yeah. That is basically the quadratic formula rearranged. Yeah. And completing the square is kind of like a variation of monic. So, what is completing the square? Let's say you get an equation, and the beautiful thing about completing the square is, depending on how much you complete the square, you can get either, so you start off with your standard format, okay? Standard format. This is 5e. 5e complete the square. Okay, you start off with standard format. Can everybody please tell me what's your standard format?
Ax squared.
Only one person? ax squared
plus 2ab
Plus C.
That's your standard format? Do we like it?
No.
Horrible. We do not like it. And the thing is, when you complete the square a little bit, complete the square is like, oh my god, I cannot be bothered doing monic or non-monic. Nothing is working, yeah? Sometimes the thing is, even non-monic won't work, right? And it's to do with like certain mathematical things which you don't need to know right now. Nothing is going to work. Or at your level, your teachers will be petty. They'll be like, solve by completing the square, which they want to see that you can do all the formats. Regardless, you for some reason are going to complete the square, yeah? Complete the square. You do a little bit, and you know what format do you get up to? You get up to this format, which looks like who remembers what
Turning point formula.
fantastic, 5 respectively to you. This is called turning point format. So the question might explicitly ask, Hanu, I'm telling you an exam question right now. The question will say, write this equation in turning point format. All you need to do is only do half of completing the square. You just do completing the square, like you don't know the full question. It's like you stopping at crisscross for non-monic, yeah? You just do half of it, you get to turning point. If you do it fully, if you complete the square a little bit more, yeah? You get to this format. I make up new letters every single time, but anybody know what this format is called? Or, and then eventually, like if you factorize a bit more, sometimes you even get like,
Oh, that dots. Dots.
no.
No.
This is called a turning point format. This is also a quadratic format.
X insect.
Right, I'll pause for time, guys. Sean, trust me, I'm working on this batch. There was meant to be a few more people here, but you can't enroll the wrong person, you know? You get the wrong person, they bring everybody down. So you're gonna have more people that will clap for you one day. How's Nimrod?
Good.
That's really good though.
What about Japni? Do you guys still see Japni?
She left school.
She left.
Like 100%. She was good. Do you guys see her?
Yeah. She's in year 9.
No. She's in year 10. Anyways. This is called the x-intercept format. You know what the point of x-intercept format is? basically, this helps you graph, yeah? This gives you the turning point. Hanu, it's going to tell you H and K is your turning point. So it's going to tell you at what point the graph is going to turn, and this is going to tell you if it's going to be a smiley face or a sad face. Do you guys remember that? But the thing is, this one is also really, really good. I really love the x-intercept format. It doesn't tell you the turning point, which you kind of would have figured out already if you did complete this way, because it would first be in this format and then it would go to this format. This tells you your two x-intercepts. So you know what your x-intercepts are? B0, so that's a B, and C0. Okay? So that will tell you maybe B0 is here, yeah? C0 is here, and this will tell you if it's a smiley face or a
Sad
sad
face.
face. Okay, so this is called your x-intercept format. It basically helps you graph based on the x-intercepts. Do you understand the format, guys? Because like we're in year 10 now, right? I don't want to just teach you random things. I want to show you how they're all connected. The reason why you're doing all this is so that eventually you can graph. So you can solve the x-intercepts and the turning points and everything, and then you can
Graph.
then you can graph. And we don't like this format. We like this because it tells us the
Square.
Turning point.
Turning point form.
X-intercepts.
it tells us your turning point. It tells us your
Turning point.
so you know that the graph is going to turn from there, yeah? And you can find the y-intercept, no problem. Just sub in x is 0. And this one is really great because it tells you your two.
X-intercepts.
And what's special about this one? This is also x-intercept format. What do you know about this graph?
It's like
X is the same.
How many x-intercepts does it have?
1.
2.
Oh wait.
One.
I thought it was
Because
three.
this one has 1, 2, this one has only 1. This is probably something, a graph that looks like this. If I was you, I would make a short note in my notebook being like, this format.
And then why is there a square?
The square basically just means that the two x-intercepts, technically when you solved it, you probably got something like this. X minus B, but it's the same thing. It's just the same x-intercept twice because it only has
Yeah,
one. Because the quadratic can have how many x-intercepts? 0, 1, or max 2. Makes sense? So this graph probably looks like this where it's just turning at B. Yeah? I would make a short note of that. Are we comfortable about why we need to learn about completing the square?
Yes.
Very good. Technically they all have the same purpose, but yeah. Alright, let's do a question.
Wait, miss, does a quadratic always have to have a y-intercept? Because it goes on forever?
Eventually, unless it's restricted. Restricted basically means like the question says, oh, the x has to be between 3 and 12. In that case, x-intercept is, y-intercept is what? When x is
0.
and if the graph tells you that your lowest point is 3, yeah, then you can't. Like, and that's usually, they usually do something like this when it's like worded questions. For example, it's like, what would they say? Usually they say for like maximum, like the maximum poison that Jackie Jones can have without getting poisoned is 12, yeah? And if you go more than 12, you might die. Or it might, in this case, it might be like, you are cheating in the race and you start 3 meters away from the starting line, yeah? So technically you don't start at 0, yeah? Do you understand what I mean? It's to do with worded questions. I forgot what your question was, but yeah.
Yeah.
It won't have a y-intercept if it's between like a certain restricted range. It's called a restriction. It's called a,
Restriction.
what is it restricting? Your,
Y.
what is it restricting? Your
X.
x. You can have x restriction or y restriction. Is anybody planning to do methods in year 11 and 12? Yeah, you're going to learn about domain and range. Have you learned about that in applied math yet? Yeah, domain and range of restrictions. Now, coming on to the actual steps for completing the square. You've done this last year, it is revision, okay? So let's do this question together. X squared plus 8x minus 3. How do you do this question? No, this is going to be like flashbacks for you, okay? Flashbacks, you guys are going to get flashbacks. Okay. Step 1. No matter how ugly it gets. Guys, are we listening? Just drop your pens for a second because I need you to make sure that you're listening. Okay? Step 1. no matter how ugly it gets, get x squared by itself. Okay? I know in non-monic, like in monic, you say like, oh, x squared is by itself neatly. I don't care about neatness. And that's where completing the square, they teach it to you like cute dots, yeah? They teach you double parent law, single parent law, they teach you monic, and non-monic gets ugliest. Completing the square is the ugliest method. We don't like it, but because it's just unnecessarily annoying. But the thing is, even if you're gonna get fractions in here, you still have to get what? X by itself. You still have to get x squared by.
Itself.
You still have to get x squared by.
Itself.
Right. So.
Wait, Miss, if all the hard topics are coming this semester, won't next semester be easier?
And I just mean the hardest of factorizing. Sure. I think nothing is hard, nothing is easy, as long as you like understand what's going on. This one is just annoying. It's not even hard, it's just annoying. But like if you get fast enough and you do enough speed runs, you'll be fine.
Like, quadratics is probably the hardest topic.
Yeah.
Like, semester 1 we didn't have quadratics, I got like a 9. Semester 2 we had quadratics, I got like 7.
Don't think of it like that. Don't think of it like that. I promise you everything is very easy. Right? Because you're asking me, I've done these topics like 20 million times. I'm like, this is not hard. Yeah? And eventually you want to do that many times before the exam, so for you it's also not hard. Yeah? People call med school hard as well. I don't think it's hard. Yeah? People call anything hard.
Is there math in med school?
Not really. People call coming to tuition on a Saturday hard. It's not hard. Literally nothing is hard, nothing is easy. It depends on you. No one is smart, no one is dumb. It depends on you. Okay? We're all very smart. So alright, x squared is already by itself. Lovely. Step 2. Now by the way, I make up these steps every year, so don't copy them until I'm fully convinced that I've written it correctly, okay? First step is, you got some friendship business going on, okay? What's gonna happen is, the first people that they're gonna kick someone out of the house. So they're all friends, all 3 friends, they're gonna kick someone out.
3. I mean, x squared.
How long you got kicked out of the house? I'm so sorry. -3, they kick out. -3 is out. Yeah, they don't want to be friends anymore. You both are still living in the house. X squared plus 8x. Okay? But they just don't know what's in store for their future just yet. Are you all ready? Copy down what you have, and then after this you're not allowed to copy. Done?
Yes.
Okay, now no more copying from this because I really need you to make sure you understand. So first step was C gets kicked out. Don't write this down, okay? Just pay attention. So what happened? C got
Kicked up.
C got
Kicked up.
C got
Kicked up.
Very good. That's your first step. And they introduce another friend. Now math is all about balance. This friend is only half as good as the middle. The friend is only half as good as the
Middle.
And since math is about balance, this friend is going to add on the inside and subtract on the
Outside.
add on the inside and subtract on the
Outside.
So what happens, and this is where people start to lose their mind, you get the number in the middle, and what you do is you do 8, and I said it's only half as good. It's only half as
Good.
So how do I write half? 8 over
2.
2 squared. You add on the inside, you subtract on the
Outside.
you subtract on the
Outside.
Very good. Hanur, I need you to say it so that it gets solidified in your brain. Okay, make sure you're saying it. So let's recap what just happened. First step was C got kicked out. First step was C got
Kicked up.
C got kicked out. Actually, second step. And then after that, the third friend gets introduced. The third friend is only as half as good as B. It's only half as good as Do
B.
you know what I mean by A, B, C? AX squared plus BX plus C. C got kicked out. The third friend came in. He's only half as good as B. Half as good as
B.
On the inside, you add it. On the outside, you just like mine. I need you all to answer. Mine is 2 respect points. On the outside, you
Subtract it.
because math is all about.
Balance.
Because math is all about.
Balance.
Very good. I'm gonna keep saying it because the more you say it, the more you're gonna be like, yeah, I get this. So what happened? C got,
Kicked out.
C got,
Kicked out.
C got kicked out. And then they introduced a third friend which was only half as good as?
B.
Yeah. Was only half as good as?
B.
On the inside it,
Add.
Yeah.
on the outside it.
Subtract.
And make sure you don't forget that square. Okay? Now. Okay. I told you, completing the square, yeah? It's half of perfect square, it's half of dots. It's half of perfect square, it's half of,
Dots.
and I'm gonna show you how. Okay?
Did you say 34?
Hmm?
No.
Okay, look, I feel like every single year I try to teach people the logic, and that makes them freak out. So if you don't understand logic, don't just memorize it, okay? But I'm going to show you the logic, okay? Do you guys remember perfect square law? Perfect square law basically said that a plus b squared is equal to, how do you explain this quickly? You get the first guy, you square it. You get the last guy, you,
Square.
Yeah.
and in the middle is just
2AB.
Do you guys remember that? This
Yes.
was called what law? What law was this?
Perfect square law.
This was the perfect square law. Perfect square law. Can I show you guys something? Yeah. Ready? You get the first guy, you.
Square.
You get the last guy, you.
Square.
In the middle, it is double AB. It's double.
AB.
What was this? This is half. Only half is good. This is double AB. Do you see any resemblance?
Mister, what is all that on the outside?
That is, we're not dealing with it yet. Basically, okay, what I'm teaching you right now is irrelevant for your learning. You don't need it to do really well in the exam. But I knew that I was someone that I needed to understand why we're doing this, yeah? Monic is basically perfect square law reversed. Because you're finding two numbers that multiply to give b and add to give 2ab, yeah? This is the same thing. Right now, what they're making you do, completing the square, seems completely out of the plot. You are thinking, why in the world am I adding and halving and doing all this random stuff? The reason why you're doing this is because they're not saying it, but you're doing the opposite of perfect square law, and I'm going to show you why in a second. Because, are you ready? Are you ready? And drop your pens for a second. Okay? In a second, I'm going to rub off the black, so that I never want you to see that again if it doesn't make sense to you. From this point, yeah, so the first step was we checked x squared was by itself, whatever. Then next, who got kicked out?
C.
Who got kicked out?
C.
And who was the third friend? Only half as good as?
The middle.
Only half as good as?
B.
Only half as good as?
B.
And on the inside it got?
Added.
Add.
And on the outside it got?
Subtracted.
On the inside it got?
Added.
And on the outside it was?
Subtracted.
And it's always what? Square. Always?
Square.
Always?
Square.
This looks like this. Don't say this. This is just if you really want to understand. This is this. This is this. Do you see what this came from? This and this is this. Do you see where it came from? This and this becomes? This and this becomes? A plus B squared. A plus?
B squared.
What's your A?
X squared.
A.
Oh, X.
A is just X. They're both squared. A is X. Are you ready? X. What's your B? Not B squared. What's your B?
802.
Which is? What is 8
4.
4.
And I told you I'll rub it out. From this step, the next step is you write this, and everything else just copies down.
Oh, okay. I understand.
And the thing is, with the first time you learn completing the square, you are like, what just happened? How did we go from here to here? It makes no intuitive sense. It doesn't make any logical sense. So what I tell students that are younger, I just tell them, tough luck, memorize it, yeah? But do you see the logic where it came from? The first and the second guy, that's the factorization of that. So what is this question actually doing? First, you're factorizing the first half, yeah? And then you're going to factorize the second half, okay? So let's write down only half as good as b. And I want you to write down this is actually b over 2 squared. Okay? And I want you to also write down add on inside minus on outside. Got it, guys? Step 4, apply perfect law. Apply perfect square law. Which means a squared plus 2ab plus b squared becomes what, guys? A plus b
Square.
Write all this down and let's move on to the next step. Because we're not done. This is only half. Like not even half.
Yes. For this step, where is the 8x?
Where did 2ab come from?
Multiply. You multiply.
It's a formula. Basically, now this comes back to distributive law. Yeah? When you start multiplying x minus 2 and x plus 4, yeah? You only have two things. Okay, let's make this even simpler. X plus 2, x plus 2. You have only x and 2, x and 2. What this question probably was presented to you like this. Yeah? And you did this. You did distributive law. Can we all do it together? Lock in, don't lock out. Let's do this together. What does this give you? X squared plus, and then you got plus 2x, then plus
2x
2x plus,
4
okay, x squared plus
4
4x plus,
4.
where did the 4x come from? It was only x and 2. Where did it come from? Do you see the logic? It's that's how expanding works. So where did this go? You went backwards. You went backwards to the question. So from here, you went here. Does that make sense?
Also, whenever you're solving, you just get rid of the middle.
The middle gets rid of it. It just becomes the formula. The middle gets rid and it's just a plus b. You see? It all goes back to expanding, which is perfect square law, which is what you did here. You just take the first and the second one.
So for any question, you just get rid of the middle.
Yeah, you just get the outside two ones. So the outside and the outside. You can put those arrows. I think the arrows help. Okay, and the outside, I just want you to write down plus simplify outside. That's like a co-step. Technically it's not even a step, but I feel like I should write it down. Okay, because like this is looking ugly. Guys, quickly write down it so that we can actually do the question. 30 seconds, guys, quickly. Alright, ready? Drop your pens. Drop it. Let's solve this together. This is actually what I just wrote it because so that you know that it's only half as good as
B.
if you were a millisecond faster. 4, 3.5.
I don't know 0.5 in tally marks.
I'll let you figure that out. So this is technically 4, yeah? Can I just write down 4? So technically this, if I want to simplify this, because this is like simplify outside, yeah? You shouldn't be leaving that out like that. This is negative 3 minus,
4 squared.
which is,
16.
what's negative 3 minus 16?
Negative 19.
Yeah.
So can I just write down negative 19, assuming that I simplify, because technically you should simplify it as you went down, yeah? Like as soon as you apply perfect square law, you simplify the outside. At this point, I just want to declare a intermission, because what format have we just reached?
21.
Oh.
So after 4 steps, step 1 to step 4, you reach turning point format. So sometimes the questions will just ask you to leave it as turning point format. Can we do a bit of analysis? Yeah? Manik, what is the turning point for this quadratic?
Positive 4 and negative 19.
Comma in the middle, yeah? Ishan, why is he wrong?
It's supposed to be negative 4 when it's in brackets.
It's always the opposite of the
Yeah.
inside. Because X is very naughty. Y is honest with you. The Y is always what it is. X is always naughty. X is always telling you the opposite thing. X always tells you the
Opposite.
So Harnoor, what is the turning point?
419.
Negative 4 and 19.
Oh.
Negative 4 and?
Negative 19.
Very good. Negative 4 and?
Negative 19.
And can you show me what does the graph look like with your hands?
Oh.
Smiley face or sad face?
Sad face.
Do you see any
Smile.
negative over here?
Smile.
Do you see any negative over here?
Oh no, we smile then.
This is a smiley face. So don't pay attention, otherwise this won't make sense when you go home. Is this a smiley face or a sad face?
Smile
Smile.
face.
Because there's no negative over here. This was negative, would be sad face. And what's the turning point, everybody?
Negative 4, negative 19.
Makes sense? This is just an I'm just testing you. They haven't even put graphing. But you should know. I don't want you to forget things from the past. Okay? Alright, let's keep going. We're not done yet. Yeah?
Yes.
Step 5 is my favorite formula. Are you guys ready?
Yes.
Eyes over here. Another formula that we learned, which was like kind of perfect square law, but they weren't so perfect. What were they?
Dot.
Dots. What's the formula, everybody? A squared minus
B squared
equals.
A plus B, A minus B.
Are you guys ready? I'm going to write this again. Guys, drop your pens, otherwise this is not going to make sense. Quickly write what you need to remember. That's eyes over here. Okay? Do you see? Mayoni, -5. Sit up straight. Shoulders back. I need to know you're locked in. Takes a lot of energy to stand here. So I need that energy 150% from you. I'm going to write something and then I'm going to rub it off. Because either you can memorize it or you can understand where it's coming from. Are you ready? Do you see A squared?
Yes.
Do you see A?
No.
Yes.
Is
Do
that
you
all
see
A?
A?
Is that all A?
Do you see the minus?
Yes.
Do you see B?
Yes.
Technically that's not B just yet, yeah? Because
That's
that's like B squared. This is B squared. You need B. Something being squared.
You can
And
write
you see how I can apply that formula to then factorize further to get what format, everybody?
Difference 2 squares. Oh no, no,
X,
no.
X, X, X.
X intercept 3 respect points. What format, everybody?
X intercept.
So I can factorize 1 because is this fully factorized?
No.
This is just turning point. This is only halfway. This is only halfway. This is only.
Halfway.
So Hanu, we're not done yet. I know this is like what is going on, but you can either look at this or you can just memorize. Okay. From this point, what happens is you have to bring this inside. You have to bring this. This
Inside.
way, I didn't learn it this way, by the way. Yeah. The way we learned it was that whenever you have to bring something inside, because this is squared, you need to then do the opposite. So 19 is not correct. 19 should become square root of 19. So technically, I'm going to write this one more time. I'm just going to rewrite this as x plus 4 squared minus, are you guys ready? What is 19? How do you get 19?
Square root.
Square root of 19. Are you guys ready?
Yes.
Don't write it, otherwise it will not make sense. Your final answer is going to be this, ladies and gentlemen. Are you ready? A squared minus b squared gives you what? A
Plus B,
A
minus B.
A squared minus b squared gives you.
A
plus
plus
B,
B, A
minus
minus B.
And
Oh.
we've not said it once. A
Oh,
squared
okay.
minus b squared is equal to.
A plus B, A minus B.
Plot twist, you're going to write down the answers. Write down what you think the answer is going to be.
Done.
There, check. Who was done first? A plus B, A minus B. A, not A squared. B, not B
Okay.
squared. Good stuff. Yeah, good stuff. 5 respect.
Done.
Yeah, 4 respect. It's fantastic.
Yes.
A plus B, A minus B. Where's it? Why are they on top of each other? Why are they not next to each other? Look at this. You write them next to each other, no?
Yeah.
Next. Fantastic. And you got it intuitively, guys. It's x plus 4 minus square root of 19. X plus 4 plus square root of 19. Now it's your turn. Do you see how it worked? I know it was a lot to take in.
Miss, it's gonna take 30 minutes to do this one question.
No, and
In the
you know
exam.
what the crazy thing is? You said this exact same thing last year. But I promise it won't. X squared plus x squared minus 2x plus 8. Go guys, on your marks, get set, go. I have to eat lunch and then my next class is coming.
We solved that.
Yeah, so do all the steps that we did. I'm gonna rub this out and trace it just like we did. Yeah, x squared. What did I say? X squared?
Minus 2x plus 8.
Yeah, go for it, guys. Step by step. The third friend gets kicked out. Then what happens? What happens after that?
It gets kicked out.
Ishan, how many respect points did you get?
$33.5.
Mine?
28.
Hamud?
Oh, like that.
Very good, Ishan. Can I just say something? Your answer? A, not looking. A. You don't actually need this. Do you know why?
What?
This is the final position. Is this difference of two squares? Was there a minus here? You
No.
invented the minus.
My bad.
No, and that's okay. That's it finishes here. Some questions, if it is minus, you factorize fully. Something, this is fully factorized.
Okay.
Okay, very good. Okay. What is 2 divided by 2?
1,
What's 1 squared?
1,
What's 8 minus 1?
7.
How do you get negative 7?
Oh,
Okay. Can I just say something? This is your answer. You made a silly error. Was this difference of 2 squares? Do you see that minus there? You can only use this if there's difference of 2 squares. Unfortunately, your question ends here. Because this isn't different. This is fully factorized. This is already fully factorized. Make sense? You know, sometimes like you can keep taking things out. You can't take anything out. You're done here, nothing more. Okay? So for your homework, I want you guys to give 5F a shot. 5G is about solving. Okay? I want you to give 5G a shot. Solving just means null factor law. Let me see what you
I
want.
understand.
No. Because was you
No, that's wrong. That's wrong. It's meant to say the first one.
and then
No,
on the
it's-
outside
It's meant to be.
1, yeah? So it's 8. You guys can leave, you're all good. 1 is what's
This is
the
1. Because
5.
2 over 2 is 1.
E and 5 E and G. So this is 1. So 8 minus 1 is
7.
7. So
Seven.
you got plus 7, yeah? Your question ends here. Because is this difference of 2 squares?
Yes.
Like at this point,
Oh, no, yeah.
you can't, right? It's not. So your answer is finished there. Basically, what I want to say is,
So we don't have to do that.
you don't. You only do that if there is a difference of 2 squares. For your homework, I want you to do solving as well. Solving is basically the x gives you the opposite. Okay, it's null factor law. You would remember sum of solving. I want you to give 5 E and G a shot at home. E and G.
Yeah.
E and
F.
F. E and F a shot. Okay. Next, go home. If you genuinely want me to teach you some applied math,
No.
send me a message. Yeah. Otherwise, next week we'll start exam revision. And if you have any questions from G, just send me a text. We'll go over it. Okay. All good. Turn off the phone and just pass it on to me guys. And you're all good to me.